Odafa Shema wa Joe Emma Watsna said the Kantanka TV so who may name the name Jessamon Kwana. May the air bro so Pomo de Hunsem, a Kuya, my Ghana, a Bekoye Pepe, Yabusian so Ebesi Pina, Sika do a pegu, and bet me Edin a sound to me, and far and share and now and cancel months baba beto, and who do no matter to our braba how our brabas asana yina, yes, she and who dem con and a Pomoden son kuna, a Pomoden Hunsem inti and a nemeti how Sima. Bidin de akosia onyama obetimi afrem obesi Sima health show esu eni adofo bi na so ya sene am de show e brewo na se kese enkoma great course herbal clinic omo de malaria do tatashe se won so bi nhwe what se makan so empusu so obekọ na akwakope bia no ma menua wa na wo ha ho wa na wo ye ho twibe o maso ye se akokwa obe oni no nya abebe so mo nupa bebre ni ne mapa bebre e wo asoemo great course herbal clinic na no mo de abedwa so ye cosamal a eba to malaria fever as the crackona koye test your malaria test no oho dodo oho ye ofefe na menkoto enom sa keke kona ko cheke ni en country se be wenya malaria anas wenya se ye malaria nkwa de a enhwe bibia tonsa nefa ko great course for asoye ne kona ko pe great course for edue ye course ma ni bi na enom afensu wie so malaria fever de ho mre edimoja wie enen na medinum tuo enenam na afi wape hunu tonic e de ato ase be ma wenum ada ho fefe ama wenya eduane pedu beti esichire de yie no achentene so ede eye na afen so apomode no esisi so yie pepepe ede ama moja nso ebedi efunusan ye no wetimi akọ ejuma so fefe afen na se kesenso nkoma Valeria Herbal and Skin Hospital sisi ade say Skin Hospital say we skin side de so akoye surgery bi na beja wo kam ana say ye friend say kutwa e wo ho akọ Number people ni na ma fefe omo de abefun fidie eyi stretch marks eyi chicken pox marks eyi pimples ni nyina ye made in Ghana product afen so mo organic product ade ka honam ni a eyi na nso obe na afen ma honam ni ada se nsuo to se ria bo Valeria for se fa ho ebeto omo ne man ni nyina ye organic made in Ghana products ye bom advert na bomodi ane form number no wa woni product ni ya wo ton so de na wo ye ho ye Ghana for bomodi ane kope product ni bi e fa ba waso ye ho na be se wo ye Ghana fa ma nyina adepa e wo Ghana ha no se ene show isi me ho aye fe ye pa na se kese enkoma binko design someone no me design atare kamai e de ama me binko design so a shine man night market so mo je nkwala mo fa nkwala material ni bi ho na me hye na me betina ha no se wunya wo kromu nto binko fo nkwa no muni bebi a mo kofo materials no mo le to style bi nso ho no menya material bia keke na ntoma bia keke na yede epam nti ko binko fo ho wo tro mo style no mbe tro ntoma ana se material na fabric kama de pama e be down ho na nso ho aye fe no afa ho mo number is 0543 951 389 0543 951 389 me hairstyle inso ejai na ma breye payment mi anko Josie aso ye me friend na ne obedwudwa style you go so kama cute kama de fata show you kama ede ma me Josie mobile salon na say kese enkoma the number is 0240156985 0240 156985 Josie Wobema can follow no Instagram Josie Mobile Salon Binko Designs for so Facebook and Instagram omunyina ye Binko Designs last week ye can indigestion ho asem se wudidi na enko yi a ana wudidi ne duane ye wode na kwhye obo ana duane afi de agi se wo feba ana se wo honam no onfa kra ene ne ye kan wasem so o message a obetimi akọ yen social media platforms are showing you course no bebo ni nyina e de ama ye ko ni akofa ye practical segment e de aba na answer na practical segment beba no ye nko je nkrato kitiwi emrasisia
na wo kwan na wahye ho tse na wo kosiri pei
chale body na nko ye o skin rashes be name you stretch marks be gugu me won san
wampa into want Valerian skin product ko hwe se min na ne lotion papa bia wo sra e ma ho na mo toso
unua me sra wo de fa me ko wa
me share Valerian products ama me we dia ye fe
propolis barb gel e skin any fin na ama me skin no I have complexion body lotion no e ma we dia se kasa tuntum wone de e na kokon so wone de Valerian facial formula e himenim ama na to so ye fefe na herbal ointment no so de we dey need to towe nyina e clean no
Valerian products ubenya biato e wo cosmetic shops afetufo enko dome market Valerian Ventures Kumasi 4 enko Kentin Chrono Market T Junction
Valerian products amaya yes shepe
Other far share me that as say good so I to Sima health show. Your first practical segment here the buy a che. Ene ye nua be mo no so Red Cross for so ye nua be ma David say on na de or the first segment in the air brain. Yen ko hwe ne ne oba ba twere men ko bibia.
Ma hwefo akwaba ewo first segment ewo Sima health show so. Enchi akese free Red Cross aso ye ebremu. Asidan koma Kantaka TV eni Sima health show. Omo na ama ene ye gina ha ahwefo ye de dwumadi ebremu. Ene pese ni ahwefo enyina esua bibia ye frɛ no Benz fie ye taa hyehye ye nkwala nom taa hyehye ede ne ye na eja hyehye no hyehye no ye wo mu ahodo ebia na nsuo hye na ahyehye wo ebia no aso ade a enyu on se fridge mu ne ade a enyu so matimi hyew ice block krakra ko timi hyew ana se nkwan na afie gu so enti se na meka no enhyehye no egumu ahoro bebre na wo a wo tifie ana ba bibiara wo se obi ahyehye ede na wo se wo ye empempi no aya na obi hyehye a wo ba bia obi hu a na yate anwea acheche na yade atoso ana se obi hu a na yade ya kan se yade nipa na ko hyensuom ya mfana hyensuom nso a ene nku adoso ya si nku we ye fine na yade atoto so saa no ma na nyina enye ayesa obedu hospital no ama nurses na doctors for no omo bre na nhyehyeye no ye nipadua no honam no ya chemu miensa ye wo first layer second layer and a third layer na nhyehyeye no saa netie ye wo nhyehyeye bi a eka first layer no ana nhyehyeye bi nso eka first layer ne second no ana nhyehyeye bi nso eka ne miensa nyinara de edi kan no first layer no ye frɛ first degree burns na first degree burns no se eyewa ubehu se baabi a ɛhɔ ahyehye no ɛhɔ kala no ɛsesa ana de aka second layer no so no ɛno so saa ɛhɔ sesa ana ɛhyehyɛ nsuo ɛho no hyehyɛ nsuo ana third one no ɛhyeka miensa ne nyinara ɛyɛ saa wo tissues ne nyina adamage nipa a aya na ɔmo fa third degree mu no aya na ɔmo ntaa survive bebre na tawu kakra bi ne timi enyankwa yɛnhwɛ de edi kan no sɛ wo hyehye no aka wo first layer na ade a ɛsɛ wo yɛ ne sɛ wo de baabia ahye no wo de nsuo a ehwiegu ebegu so na nsuo na gu fam wo mfa bibia ento so aduro anase bibia nsuo nko na obekɔ so na wo de begu so kosi sɛ ebedwo sɛ ye second degree burns ne nso a the same thing wodi nsuo no ebegu so saa kosi sɛ ebedwo na heat ni nyina bepie emfa nkɔhye nsuo emfa nku bia ensra so sɛ wodi nku ne sra so a wo honam no entokuro bi wo ho a heat na wo honam no ehye pia bonten because wodi nku anase oil bi asra so no ekosisi saa honam ntokuro no na yesa na emma heat no empia bonten enti egina mu sra na ma ehihye nsuo mmo na emma honam kwa no esei enti yesa oyense fa nsuo gu so emfa nhye nsuo na heat no enyimpie koso ayesa na ntempa no peka anase ekwan abefa so bi abefa so ade nipa no beko hospital ntem na hospital fo aye de osom ye no na wakoso na waye de toso miensa eye third degree burns no eno eto nipa na wo be make sure say bibi biala ewo ne ho say ye watch say ye chain say eye kawa say eye even atade enworo wo wura yesa ebe wuro afa ne honam ni nyinara na ede ensem bebre aba enyi bibia mfiri ne ho na mu ade abaye ne se obe support no na obe encourage ni so ahoden na obe encourage no na watena bibi so na ade obetena so no na wa use sa ade no ede apagya na ade ne kɔ hospital so aka nso a obe de na krokro nkakra no akotena car num na ade ne kɔ hospital enya wadwen se obe so mu apagya no wo so mu so apagya na ne honam ayemre ebetete aka wonsam ama ade na aye no aye west enti de wa nse eno untimi mfa hwe nya no untimi mfa nsuo bi angu ne so ana untimi mfa duro bi anya no de hia ne sentempa no wode ne bekɔ hospital me da se
Other far show me way and first aid practical segment near Cocofa Edinburgh near Cocan Shishan was so be home ashes. To send your can no what's ya sia. Then Yamasa woman may and papa being so tia. Let's make good use of our phones. Let's be smarter than our phones. Then yen go yen share more things. Na yen share ma many papa no e will face na be ya bibi koto ma omo nso perfume no be hu ne omo be e de aso ano ansa na omo de akọ hospitals nti omo koduro na omo ntimi nya any first aid attention bia bibi bone ebetimi esisima mu a ade na ebeto ma nti efri sa bre akopem say no hwi na bia ba pa nti e fan say sima be 40 minutes to 45 minutes on ye ba beka the brain and how it works and once so answer na ye be koso no ye ma me e Dr. Mary Ofe Ajiman ono na be treat the liver e will show you so asan kwaje abasobode kese pa ye ma no ni chin kwa Sima health show ni me kure ne Kantanka TV na ye kase nyame enkoso insure and na afen so me koso akai we said this is the pink month, the month of October, a month aye yesu obosu yesu say ye hwe emma nufu ho se kokram entum na se kokram abakra be hu hawa obetimi aye ne si afa ye nkotwa nufu on emma we be call hospital ne akwa ye o test ye be fetwe nufu no anase ye de beto machine so ana efidie so ahwem ehu say yare bia memu anase kokram bia entwi ne ti memti October busumi mu nyina bomode an wonti free screening bia mentena senkasa wo twen free screening bomode akọ any hospital bia na clinic bia na ka twa midwife nurse ana obi bia beto no say me person be ye breast screening na afi omo show fefefe emma ye na wabrabo ekoso ya na Sima health show so ye dwumedi a ye de ba no esipi pepepe and na e will show you see ye ba be kan the brain and how it works ye ya adwen no kwan ben so na fa so anema esifem brain no ya adwen no be say bibi be femu bibi ti me yes say ma yetimi ye thousands of things at the same time timi ye nema bebre at the same time ba be ma de otimi ade baako at a particular time e ba ne se ni nyina aka ya pomoden eho ensem Sima health show de ne awonwene ho no en na ye de eba and na e will show you so ye doctor oguso a doctor program no your friend Christian Jemfi or your clinical health psychologist or sound so ye teacher ni e wo suapon kesimo ye UCC University of Cape Coast after your motivational speaker sound so ye stress management tutor na just say stress true bebra ya ka stress management once bebra or no be bow now we release stress bebra doctor. Yeah. Doctor in the making.
Yes. That's it. Charity for nine, I shall for you now. So, I'm share and you marry.
Ayo, yeah, Joseph. Doctor,
I prefer to be called Chris.
Chris.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they will come after me. Oh.
No problem.
No
problem. Nobody will come after you.
Okay.
And Chris, you can say the brain. Answer na yebeke ka boom no the brain and how it works. Say me for better say ka say adreno e wo hefa woni pedue no na djuma ben na edi.
Okay, say ahwefo na omuta hwe atenka Kantanka TV no. About 30 minutes ago no almost show program be almost kakra. At the end no almost show be almost say brain multimedia or say something like that. Was a nipa TB a buy and I be white to be a show a dem inside no. And no na brain no. Na adreno e woni nipa ni trimu and obi to me adreno. And a constant one says sometimes ya brofo na ma I didn't know. You can't the tree brofo no be make kakra.
Also catch you more mesro.
Patrio. Ain't no brain no. A consisting of nerves and our neurons are communicate. I say adding information every baby echo baby. Na nipa dwana esi hona ye hu no as woni pana ugina hono. Baby biara ewo wo body hu nyina na nipa dwana hu nyina no e adwen no e na control. Se obema wonsa so a ana se obehwe left or right a e adwen na ebema wo sa information no.
Okay.
Depending on the as information or the manner or no process into no brain receiving information no we process no amount of feedback into fan say unam na hu owo na hu ye na nya weni na odi hu na catch us say to mrika na say fa ba fa kuno
and you say weni na hu na di hu ana
weni na hu odi hu ye no you just as say we hu bibi keke but adwene na be catch us say we ayowo ana say we ahoma ana say we adua.
Okay.
na a process we know to make actually say we or what no wa catch on near or what to me into need as over to me can as obe gina ho anas we pa ba ekuno saa nyama no esi within your friend say
bebu eni
atena aye into it is aye body ne part are very important. I was nipa bia fa serious and was say nyama ebe mana ne ho atochima bia na say ebe nya nsunsuaso bebre ewe ya brabo because one my brain no and I want my nyama ebe my brain no ho atona unyi ba no na nyama bebre esi wo brabo mu ebiti se obu say na say kofo bebre omunyi kakra pe mo se arefia kame me ya kasem che me akoba me ntimi nkai
mo se menopause
ni nyina ye some of the things and nyama ni bia ye ewo ye nkola bruma na se yenyi ndwane ne nduru bia ya no ma nya nsonsoaso bebre ewo ya adwena na adwuma ye eho mo se nyama ni bi unum nyama ni bi gu mu a ebe bread the way a wadwena be se aye adwuma
imprempren won hyedan ehu na so mrekoso na
Obo say o function na say what as they say nipa bia ye kasa anase bibisi a ye dwene ho ntem no untimi hyeda dwene ho ntem sa wo de na take longer time anase obi kasem che obekwa aba no unka nipa you can't even remember faces obi hu obi say asese minimu sa
si abrofo na ban se enim look family
into the brain and as I drain no and it's one of the vital organs I can say and who on faso pa mani pedriano because se ube home so wakuma bebo perintente man say boko se uni pedriano ubeda ube sorry ube dwen so be didi eni nyama be e adwene na control we dey na hu se komedo se adwene an kan chewa
ampa
we dey na hu se menikum what I say inti there was a part of the brain be a your friend hypothalamus and then I control all the glands away your system nimu. Okay. Inti you find say comedo and I say when you find say when you war.
Then I'll call war
because I want to me person me talk about the flight and fight response no.
Okay.
When you will be. Na adrena ka actually so your war. So adrena be ma sa hypothalamus no signal the pituitary gland, which is the master gland, to release adrenaline. Adrenaline never ho and I say you become active. So between we can also that one will be determined by what horn dinner nipan over at that moment. What I say. So when adrenaline catch at the point, you know.
And then I'll obey.
And then I'll obey. So one yama ebema adrenaline ho atona and I say obinya good health you can say it goes a long way at the point, you know.
No na babe how answer na ye be do sa effect in honum no adwen no ne nipedua ne hefa na coordinate e sa adwuma ni.
Okay, adren say it's connected to your friend saying your spinal cord which is also connected with a lot of neurons. When we talk about neurons in the information transmitters, sorry. Intino say adren ke bibia sending through neurons through the spinal cord to the part of the body that there was a neduma. In Tianfan say unredjane when sakoka pot and hot. All of a sudden no, your friend will be the sensory neuron, a picking information from the body part no.
That is a brain back as a voluntary and involuntary.
Into the sensory neuron now etary and the surface area now picking information now sending it quick to the interneuron, which sometimes we find it in the spinal cord and then some part of the body. Edruwa and also the mechanic your baby the blood brain barrier. Now film now called brain ho. Now brain now catch us and now don't say kind of eja eshi.
Tichonsa.
Into chonsa. Into no or catch that body in chonsa. Information is flow back from maybe every year no. How it went, ebe come back. Into a babioma now catch a neuron na picky information no. Say catch a muscle na ewo area no mo say chonsa. So all of a sudden, the muscle becomes stiff, then you pull. All happen within a second.
Wow.
Yes.
Not just say, yeah, join the cramp, no, has saying computer name.
Very, very.
Abefun fidie.
No, so na mo share no mo dey abefun fidie no. The way a nipa adwene eye adwuma. And mo share so. And I say, okay, so nipa bit me store information for so long. So bisa no bit me akaya. You say ye bibia no so bit me store information. Bit me process it. So you share adrenal function so. Nobody.
Inti adrenal being the part say and then control almost yen nipeduane nyina ni bibia and that means answer na obeye bibi no wadwene communicate my body no ene wadwene nipeduane di nkita ho answer na waye enti omo aya omonom cigarette and those who smoke the smokers and all that no before befa box and so be smoking ya sure say smoking can be harmful to your health enti no mind no empeke and control man I say is their intention to override the mind.
Okay, mind ne peke control they are aware by afraid be psychological dependence. You find say minim say video no wahwa takra the guys be no more say ye no montampe and it me adwuma. I know if you've watched that video. Now a funny video be a circulating social media. Nipa ni nim the health effect of near oil no. But because there are other benefits are onya from smoking now or smoking into no. Obema the benefit will override the effect now unim no.
Benefit no. Be a matter say ma wadwen no ebi mu a question tampe na men kan sa. Na edi mo mutimi emoye. Just osua de na ka ni chimu ma ne kai ni ye.
Unim I was once na me kind articles be. Na mpese me hu say is it true say unum ntampe a usua de ka utrim. None of the articles were able to prove that unum ntampe na usua de a ka utrim. But niesi ni say
improve you but I know one person on the ono so sa
unim niesi ni say unum ntampe na lead to the release of chemical be your system your friend hormones in a system friend dopamine. Now that dopamine if it is released into your system it makes you active and hyper.
Okay.
Inti adia anka ode oye be say 5-10 minutes now bre I say oye mreba no you can use about 4-5 hours and be doing it and you don't feel it. What I say and you become extra sensitive to the environment. Inti no obi say me no mentampe na e ma me sua dia na say ma me hu adia I don't believe that it makes you do extra. So said previously now untimi extra to keep more no now you are doing extra so you can keep more
inti intampeninti otimi kai ade na wusua na
oh betimi akai but it has a long term effect. What I say obekai said ne brain at that moment no it depend on the quantity and then the intensity of ade na wafa no like a drone na wonom no ahondina drone wono any dwuma eye na ne dodo na woni system no ofan in SSR you go off meaning say wadwen you will be detached from reality like and nkofo no monnom eye friend say twamo no bu no order and na enye serekwa na osere because at that moment no the brain is overworking and then the brain no signal to reduce the reuptake of dopamine from the system. Into dopamine never about system no musa into bema we ni hyperactive behavior like body mu your the be so you be seeing things that are not even real that would end up leading to hallucination and delusions. But this will be say chirame na obi ka bibi say na mesua bibi wo na me hu yesu ne na asanyama no
so ni nyina na ye fala
ohun hwe.
Wow. Inti aside all these effects no yema ya keka ho asem ni yankasa ye ni pedua no ye betimi ayi bibi dia abre juma ya dwini dia ase.
Yes. I don't know. I was say maybe we'll talk about it process me anima. But one thing that I enhance bibia ema brain ye juma pa no is having enough rest.
The answer you do how to enhance it and only the other side. But aside from having enough rest, the opposite.
Okay.
You bet me bibi bet me a brain aside from all the activities of course around us, sini pediano. Once you start free smoking, you see say smoking can be harmful to your health, but then you override it. And now can be about brain or psychology independency. A hormone no.
Dependency on a drug or on
no, on the fact we who say they no enye, but you still want to do it. Why Jane Chiro say enye jai, but you still want to do it?
Oh, I never make say people do so many things for so many reasons, and they were health behaviors. Once obi ohono adia or person or yeno and or ho enye ichiri asem. Okay, why wouldn't say to say now about cigarette no to ya tro so kakraka say it's harmful memfa but nipa nim say menum cigarette and say menum ensa and say menum tramo mentimi ngina nipa tramadol sorry mentimi ngina nipa dom but menuma e ma mentimi ngina nipa dom nti okay let me go ahead and take it what I say
so homa me e ho na me pese osan stress won na obi nkoka say masa betna ha na maka and say me kind group of nkofo ho asem da bi say no kind wa weni ehu wa dream da ho fan aka cho sa dia me koye die enye jai na so store now you want to go ahead and do it just because of some short term goal bi apese wa achieve onjen daachi asem so apomodi na be koye na ebesi ya nia wo ye ni sisie no enne be ma wo daachi so akoso ye ede ama on this note ne kwaje nkrato ye be ba sisie a
Titi obi tre ye drama mfo so a ne yakaya no
ya sensu refill kro hwini menti a wo yira odwabo ase eno nti na bibire mu semenhia de robofo Kantanka TV kofa bai ahyehye dwumade bi ato ne din se amamrenie date form kwase de bi anwumre no wotwe esanse amamre ye ntoto na se ya sensu nim dia won sede enne mafompo se onim amamfo so na nye tetefo Kantanka TV kofa bai atonsa frɛ abrekese pabni chochoro benfo a wakwadere ya mamre mu se wombeta sebese pani konyina haban mi ohun sonson ye da ya mamre ni amani mu ensese wo fide ni mfiri Kantanka TV na de aka su tifi ne doso nya asunafo
mi amedi dwumade ho kyea me ye frɛ me ajubi kete
Odefa Oshemo ye Sima Health Show afi na do TV na to Kantanka TV ayenko enya o nanso anhwa wo ye no wa ye late ye da se wo do TV na to akoso na kan crofo se Sima Health Show ye gusu a efide ne ye bomu tewtew to mo nso form TV no ento Kantanka TV and ye ka the brain and how it works once ya dwen ne kwan ye fa so e de ye ejuma ye hu se within a twinkle of an hour kata we niebua niema bebre akoso we nipeduem nia obedwen nia obeka we hu bibi na ehu abọ so obesuni nyina ejina ya dwen no eso nti o so hu se wa brabo no so bekoye o se wa dwen na sipi na sita na o se we ye niema ebebo ama wa dwen no akoso eye ne na ye ne doctor Chris doctor in the making Jemfi echeche enkomo wo ho studio no say na wa shome ma ya bo
obiamu
Inti order for your text line no are you ready? 055-865-6899 055-865-6899 kosone fabra ebia unti bibia se ana question bi o ha mi misa mi gusua ebisa na so betimi de wode no aba na ma bise ni nyina ntentem na obi enya ni mo aya ansa na ya sorry efidwumedi so Chris
yes
kwan ben so ne betimi afa aboa yen adwen no.
Okay, the way nipa that's any you say exercise to help the body no. Adrenaline so anybody no I say interconnected be. One of the things I bit me I about adrenaline function no I exercise. Adrenaline way trimuno friend veins any nema moja a flow through into moja no a circulate ya. Ema enhance brain and functioning no adrenaline na edwumaye but say blood flow na ntimi nkoye a affect brain and function obo say nipa no enyama bebre start AC
na che say moja ntimi
en flow ye me fa ha na member back brain nankasa no you will move 3 parts you the cerebrum you the cerebellum and then the your friends and brainstem then I are connected to spinal cord no where your coin say no and no helping with a friend is saying daily living nyama ebe boy daily living no to say breathing nyama nkete boy respiration here na two balls be one chain. And a cerebellum no. And no control your movement, your posture. The way bet me a balance and a kakrakana was through quite one eye town. And in the cerebellum no. No. There were two hemispheres, left and right. Left side no, I control right side of the body. And a right side no control left side of the body. In a situation I will be in your stroke.
Stroke, no.
The left side engagement. That means the right side of the brain, the right hemisphere, I touch makaka. Now the way I say kind of say part of the body be or part of the brain a processing ne in the event any pain ya stroke and a son left side no and a son left side no engagement and left side engagement. That means the right side of the brain, the part that controls the hearing left, and then the arm is off.
Okay.
And a bit me about as a result of say improper blood circulation to the brain. And I say a friend saying cholesterol fatty deposit be a form barrages be what brain vessels nimo. Intima moja intimi and flow to that part. Internet area baby I won't say okay. Even say Odi ahoma chechere wonsa for a long time. Moja intimi maha. At the point we won't say why something like that. Odi wonsa you can feel say it's part of your yes. So into hono brain enya enough blood flow na ebanesana. The part of the body na control na it goes off.
That it can never come back on.
It may. And on the neuroscientists of one never to me. I will how it can be reversed. So say you be making sure say you get into that level now. Ebe touch ma fe na ye solutions no. We need as an individual say day in day out no. Ye nyama enkofa asem emba. First thing I will say as individual, regular exercise is very important. Say anopebia physically. We'll take some walks. You walk on things that would massage the leg. You go for massage sometimes to open up the veins. Muja flow through.
Massage no say you massage. See, who do I be more? Massage no can say. Ni nyina bi ana say certain
full body massage.
Full body massage.
That's right. Now, secondly, you bibia meme friend a psychological helps on a psychological exercise. At least reading articles, say what kind nyama, or board games, puzzle games are Emma would dream a check answer, ultimate bibi to say word games, Scrabbles and all that. Emma would think Emma would dream it's an exercise for the brain. It makes the brain everyday active. And I say now yebema the two hemispheres, left and right, to always be functioning You need to do things that involve the use of both sides. Most of the time, mobile piano, mobile guitar, mobile instruments. Now, they always use the finger and the legs together. Coordination. And my brain is very active on so many occasions.
And it's a market to mend your my any calculation or year on the second one. And some of them because of the up and down massaging, and then also take stress-free life. When you feel like stress it up, stress is different from tiredness. Yeah.
Sure. Say BB exceed or coping mechanism ana ascend. And never can trees say.
BB airborne tears yes.
Bro, wahon den so and say near we need pedria bit me a so seek help. To me, seek help no more because accumulate it also have effect on the brain. Sometimes we brain a drummer was say how I will be a different. There are people idea. It takes them long to know that this is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, on a honomono. Sometimes also bit me jina ho cha. Wo free pano, but what tap na na say na me dream bibio. Is it part of it?
Not really. Maybe at that moment, because when I dream, we're pushing the attention to that. Into all the senses are no. I wouldn't say they are not working. We're closely senses now.
Okay.
Into friend on te.
Or than few.
Baby, I na ocean and near na ocean na check attention na. And now you won't go phobia. On my dream, they can only pay attention to one thing at a time.
Coming to that side, my main for baby, where truck kakra, coping, coping on one thing at a time. No, yes, ma, it's me copy with a lot of things
At the same
time. Ma, Jane, Ufijuma, also ye, Diane, or show Qualo, see if you need about mema dear. You're always thinking about your work. Is it a brain, no, a ma, dear, no, a different a bit from. And mema dear, and a man so to me accumulated pains and I'm behind yako break now can pass a mema. With me your body a best but more banning the same thing and my was a 9 year. It does so best saying who could ban the whole family now so moon to me accumulated pain.
Adreno, there's no difference. There's no parts special about my brain, no, any mema brain, but it is practicing.
Okay.
You know, somebody can be driving, texting, which is very bad. But he can maneuver his way through things at the same time, like 3-4 things at the same time. Constant practice. But we also need one at a time. Now, my catcher earlier said, I won't dive into things that will pull the conversation to somewhere else. But I can say there's no difference in the brain functioning of men and female. I stand to be corrected. A friend is saying, per the articles are my kind, and who said difference be our man and woman.
There were 3 parts in the paper.
Will be the lobes and be the same. But the only thing they say, Emma are always having more to do at a time. That is it. And you say you're refi. Yeah, you say you're refi. But you know, the man is always thinking about my main koyed, my miniska. I'm from Obana sorted the rest out.
I see. Remember you mama. Yes, man never sorted the rest out.
Yeah.
And see your pisca. Your pisca between sort of format how may change text messages na sha see eba. Ninya ye conversation ebe bo me busua na koso. Nti uchi we busua gada se na mu na mo hwe kantanka TV mo hwe Sima health show. Bo say nyema e for opomuden hu nsem bi e fi uchi wi ano e kopem na ase no. Ni nyina ehu hia wo ya pomuden ehu nsem. Nti koso fa text line if 055 865-6899 na menya fa phone ne pe me kan ni nyina wie na me the phone to how dey be chira me ntime nkan cause yen time no yen be no ayebe doctor hey yeah some Chris
yes
doctor in the making na eduane ben ene betimi edi ama na boa yen brain ene eduane ben so na hono ma aside bad lifestyle being smoking and drinking ye ko ho so aitime ha yen brain no.
I was said, yet train home every friend is saying, Nyama contain excess cafe.
Okay.
One thing I am most of the time, Mama, a tea for any after 40 years and say, body na ye huno hono, and I need Padriana a walk hono. Bibi or the man and obejo, won't put that. And ne one poor, watchna a home effect and so on, a back. I bet he too hard. No one said unimanka one try at the beginning.
Yeah.
And most of the time, no food that contain much of vegetables, you take a lot of fruits, you know, that are healthy to the body. Anything healthy to the body is healthy to the brain. Nyama and produce too much fat. I bet me blocky the flow of blood to the brain. No, very good as individuals. So bet me Eddie. But so and the junk foods, fast foods, no, there are a lot of preservatives and chemicals that are a effect on the brain's function. So most of the time we say that you take a lot of vegetables and I say a containing fruit, so much of fruit things that enhance your health. So because so long as you are healthy, your brain is healthy. Sure.
Yeah. Is it true, say, a mema mu brain? No? We question about that was the first question that came from a Tory or Tamale. Or say on say, but a little Sylvia on why kakane say, since you are the expert, maybe someone he stands to be corrected. A mema, most of your thinking aside money is about sex. A man so is about how to always please their partners. as in me mrefie or say me be aside ejuma no or pentama be feel be aduane be ba mema no ye modua ye e ma na mema inhye mu na say sika emu or say e ba ne sen ono ankasa e so be won hu say e yampa yeah
no be say ba ne sen
e ba ne sen
no say yourself into us sorry about that but I wouldn't say mema adrenaline na is about sikane sex. Men think about drink yama bebre who sing sikane ejuma. But the most sikane sex, sorry. But idea every human being, I think is a person have power, authority, also will be in a position where they see him and they can recognize him. What I say. That's why most men and now women are fighting for big positions, to be acknowledged, to be noticed in society. But the sex aspect, they may to me because I don't know, that's not all I think about. So, me to me say it is true, and I have to read all the articles he has read to be able to confirm and tell him near all kind of and I said there has been some confirmations. What I say.
But me nyesem me fani so ase mema no you mota adwen no ho ntem sen e ma no.
Okay, that's your assertion, right?
Yeah.
Your conclusion.
Mema timishia come once a Monday and they no be a topic for another day. Hanu me a health program so Jonathan so say ba ne say na obi etime dwen adwen bone e fa ni nua say me kuno me ye me nua bone ana me hyeda hwa ma me nua edia e ade e yare bi o ho ana say ni pedua na na forme e de bat se ne adwen no ni pedua na coordinating sa
answer we be dwen adwen bone na e woni adwen na aka kire no ana e woni nipa no ehu yemfa ne say just an experiment Michelle unim baby. Sorry for my viewers, maybe I'll use an abusive word.
No problem.
Michelle unima Namaka assembly that deform your character. Okay? Like maybe give me an example.
No, we understand in Korea program.
In Korea program. No. Namaka assembly I be go in mass portal in public. Maybe in Kofo jina ho. In that moment no bring out for information asemna meka no wafa. No waka say sister fefe to say wa ma brandi to me akasa nkwase so my actual sorry for the word kwase nkwase me actual na ugina ho onya ne hwe na adwena ngasa defe untuaneka pay him back
as a cartoon be am share as a bako air working on the anger side of you and then the happy side of you and then the emotional side of you
into no ebufu ni ba mu at that moment no people are now moved to work to react on their impulse. Say never ban adwuma at that moment bia no. Obitimi boni yire asum bia say wakai say this is my wife. At that moment no hu say na yire na.
Eno ni asem no.
Na we hu pan say me yire na ejina ho no. But ani adwene ka kire na say stretch your hand, slap. One adwene ho two. It takes people who have self-control to be internet somebody who is very impulsive no need to also be careful. Because they are not drinking at the moment.
Without thinking
through it. You know, in psychology, they are friend id, ego, and superego. Id in the catcher say it's all fine in your brain, in your mind. Okay, so it tells you I want sex and I want it here. Me pen haya.
Not just say, partner no.
Say ejina bedroom. Say you are sorry demu or say I want it now like no aho into no say obi a oye dominated by the aid no on dream yama ho bebre enya ba say ya no aye bonasu no abo on dream ho did not tell on dream ho. It takes the part that is called the superego, which is the moral component, to control it. You know obi a oye controlled by the superego no on most of the time no otehwa asemba ni timo dream ho e den ankrofo beka society crabeka saying, Madame Fubeka saying, what does it?
Only dear, I just say viewers as the show no, I was here to buy you now questions no good, you know. We a few first ones are me picking out because they were very intensive. My main fan near can me rungu horror and also I don't know my capture the fast. Okay, so starting. Miguswa kita phone no into the for text line is 055-865-689. I'm in Jatu say King, not just say show no. Yeah, the aba area no. Yeah, doctor. Yeah, Chris James, doctor in the making. Studio, I say. Tony, please. I want to ask the reason why we get acquainted with a lot of thinking. Okay, your patch so person who needs a adwendwen bebre itimi ehye so. And after hi, Akowa watching from Obuasi. Please ask Chris how phone calls affect the brain. That's very true. And I came from Asamanke say I barely sleep and usually forget things easily. Just say untimen na. And I feel so yeah, and you read typing in temper. It's oversleeping bad to the body. Owusu Yebua Andrews from Seshi Debiso. Hello, that's a Sama from Medina. Please ask doctor for me. I forget things very easily. What should I do? Please, Dr. Chris. For Dr. Chris. What happened to the midbrain when the skull fractured? Elijah appeared inside Burma camp. Well, coming from Burma camp, my fan check say me found some more Burma camp. You're a product of Burma camp Barras girls. And good evening, please. I want to ask doctor what is the cause of slow learning, because some people do not perform well in class, or because they are slow to get in the solutions, and some people are fast. Hi, my name is Emmanuel from Kumasi. How do I understand negative thinking? It's here started from Emmanuel, so sense how do you understand negative thinking, and how do you control your mind, from negative?
I don't want to go spiritual or scriptural, but
spiritual. Oh no, boss.
Nyama bi wo ho a society even frown face, society kwa empe. Inti se sa nyama no start eba wadwen mu a, it tells you that ade we are wrong. Yemfa ne say wonam kwan ho wo hu young girl bi twem na wadwen ka kire say dinechi chino. Yes, you know that adwen ankasa naturally ebe catch us in yakwako ye bad. And the second me akwa me some business I didn't na nkofo ye nyama bi e wo sumase.
Is it brain malfunctioning?
So I'm getting to that point. So a lot of people nyama under the influence of drugs.
Okay. Because
or normal self and adrenal a function ye at that moment onye. So obesha the alcohol and sa into take and sanka one enuma. Some people don't even take the alcohol. What that the alcohol no e huru nenum. So that kasa obete say alcohol every enum ba.
No they blame it.
We blame it on the alcohol. Why at that moment the alcohol unim say bad. No one no be anyone begas in me ye na minim unim say bad. But I want a motive be or war so achieve no. A man override
no. Chris,
yes.
Yenka lack of sleep, any more sleep no. We have just a minute to wrap up. But Yenka no addition no.
Okay.
Now their candidate, I just want my friend here the number momty consultation no. Be your phone so.
Pacho. Sleeping no. Say no.
More sleep.
More
does
sleep.
It affect the brain?
Anything that's too much affects the body and the brain. But the question is, how more is more, and how less is less? Obia, I was say would die within 6 to 8, 9 hours a day maximum. Also, we need that amount of sleep. When to me and that to get that amount of sleep now, maybe since our nerves now our neurons they can communicate well. Into no, nyama was say we no fast at ease no. A bed nyama.
And no so can hona untimi suande.
Untimi suande. Into most of the time, I catch my students say. Sleep enhance memory. We go into me and na year. Nerves and engagement information was stored on to me trimbrel. It work with exam so now say a day minimum tip of the tank phenomenon. Untiminkai. But who could die and anchor nerves no more same beer. What you know, your friend rejuvenation of the nerves. Like near brain na who san tom na and we be come to function again. Everyone is a how many hours do you learn? With me function, pa school, how many hours?
Me. Tibet.
About 10, 15, 20,
10,
30.
15, me jai, no ma ko home, no ma samba.
Within the first 15, 20, 30 minutes, we should no. I said, call. Like, one guy who feels that dear Monsieur Metia, I say, all of a sudden, we kind 5 lines, one line, better 5 times, but one kind. Nerves no, on my brain. Until they will expect to obey you by sleeping or playing game or doing something that would take that. Could you go It's a man, a girls' dormitory. But when to me and I went to me rest now. As a neuron no and a nerves no, or my ejuma sa they are tired. That's why most of the time I may catch a DVLA for say they should warn and the road if they should warn drivers who do overnight and do the next morning. Because why drain do maybe a vision be blur. Because nerves no any ejuma ye. Into distance I would car be a when man as you know it will be different. You will see it well. And no see another topic for another day. Another day. Chris. Yes, madam. Since you are a lecturer, me demand me to channel them into the my final words. All right. On the subject matter. The brain, no. And then human body parts, it's the brain which is very vital. Aside the heart, the kidneys, and the lungs. Brain is very vital because any air control, body ne baby. Se wano be kasa o touch ma be roli ye o be humi ye short o skin be fine bia e ya drink kru ye valerian for intino muma yemfa what I say, let's give all seriousness to the health of the brain. Se yenye bibia dachi bi na enyanso so ye so a at the time I was say unim say maybe na ye be o brain in your it affects your sex drive. Can you maybe come last? Now you stop reading my mind. You know, say that you could do anymore. Was say that's the time. Was say we enjoy your wife and I say we couldn't. Now your desire, the wife of thy youth. Now we desire no. Echo form. Yeah, that's so. Chris Jemfi. A clinical health psychologist or a tutor at College of Distance Education, UCC, University of Cape Coast, or a motivational speaker, Sansi MC, Dr. CC, Jumama Saboso, or Sansi a stress management trainer. It's well pen a number and text 982 Jan, yes, sorry, shown so bit me a friend. Mama questions, saying to me, ya no, mamma, bit me that tag man as move to me be some on Instagram or Facebook, Akusia Unyama, me in no, Ediamamope. Chris number so you beat me at the amount of fefe. I don't for being a soya sene, and me at the show ye bro, make an as I also show no, ye da banny way and as I call ibima banasek and come a great coastal herbal clinic. Only who no kind of cool summer ebe soya sene, Valeria Herbal and Skin Hospital so at the munuma so one so ebe taichi. After to Binko Designs, no pamatari kama at the man. My number is 0543. 95138 0543 95138 Josie Mobile Salon no yemiti kama at the emame number is 0240156985 follow no on Instagram Josie Mobile Salon Binko Designs for so Binko Designs on Instagram and Facebook me am the Jumedi bro me din de akusia onyamewa we me dofunti frame oba Sima that's ne ye besan Asia me that's